Reason number one, the distance of the foot switches. A lot of people tell me the foot switches on the Quad Cortex are too close together. I understand what they mean, but I wear size 13 shoes and I don't have a problem pressing the correct foot switch. If you measure on the Quad Cortex, the distance is around 4.5 inches. These two foot switches are 4.25 inches. So they could have almost had 3 foot switches on the Nano Cortex. It actually looks kind of odd, I think, that the middle of the pedal says the name of the pedal and doesn't have a foot switch there. But there we go. This has way more space to hit the correct button. So if you complain about that on the Quad Cortex, the Nano Cortex is better. Of course, it only has 2 foot switches and not 11. Reason number 2. The Nano Cortex has a dedicated headphone volume level. You can turn that encoder on the back and change the volume of the headphones. The Quad Cortex does not have that. You have to go into the software settings to change it. Now I'm using my Quad Cortex as an interface for the computer. I really want a dedicated headphone level. I wish I could assign one of the encoders to be that control, so I haven't got to keep going into the menu settings to change the level of the headphones. Reason number 3, the Nano Cortex has a mobile editor for the iPhone, iPad, and Android. Using Bluetooth, you can connect this to your phone and make changes. Okay, the Quad Cortex has a nice touchscreen on it, but that screen is not as good as the screen on the latest iPhones and iPads, etc., because they are super fast, super responsive OLED displays. It would cost a lot of money to have that on the Quad Cortex. I really, really want a mobile editor on the Quad Cortex because when I'm playing a gig, I don't want to bend down to make changes on the touchscreen. I want to make changes on the phone or iPad that's on my mic stand, or Android on my mic stand. I don't want to have to lean over to make those changes. In the forums, people say that the Quad Cortex has a combined Wi-Fi and Bluetooth chip. So I really wish Neural would unlock that Bluetooth capability and let us use the editor from the computer on something like a tablet and also stream music directly to the Quad Cortex like you can on the Fender ToneMaster Pro. Reason number 4, again, on the back of the unit, the USB is USB-C. On the Quad Cortex, it's USB-B, the big old square kind of printer port. When the Quad Cortex was announced, people said, why no USB-C? Even the iPhone now has USB-C. It's a sleeker, more modern port, and I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate to have that since now there's way more USB-C to USB-C cables lying around than there are USB-B. I'm pretty sure the next version of the Quad Cortex will have USB-C, but how long will that be? We'll have to see. Reason number 5, actually, this isn't better. This is just an observation. Neural made a big song and dance very recently about TINA. TINA stands for Telemetric Inductive Nodal Actuator. This is the machine they're using to model amplifiers. So it will turn all the knobs on the amplifier and makes their models very accurate. I love the models in the Quad Cortex. The Nano Cortex doesn't do modeling. So what about TINA? Is there no use for TINA anymore? What are they trying to tell us? They told us how great that is, and now this does capturing only. Well, I assume they're hoping that loads of people will make captures with this that also work on the Quad Cortex as well. And people will buy the Quad Cortex and use the models and buy them for their computers as well. And then that way they've got every area of the market covered, apart from real tube amps, of course. So I hope you enjoyed my list. Just some observations I made. I know it's a new product and it's different. I just noticed those things and what to put them into a video just to put it out there. So if you've found anything or got any thoughts on this, let me know in the comments below and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.